what do you know? His hands are on the wheel for once. Hey guys, Nighthawk here, and today in Blockland I'm going to teach you something different for once that people may not know how to do actually. So what I have here is a couple of vortexes that I released on the forums a while back. There's a download link in the description, or just go ahead and check out these little miniature video annotations you may be seeing on the screen right now. Go ahead and pause the video and watch them just for kicks. And also there's a couple of bots that are going to enter these vehicles. So pretty much what you need for this tutorial is the quick enabling of bad spots blockhead holes, which is demonstrated right down here. It's bots blockhead and then bots hole or something like that. There's that one. I don't know, that supports, make sure like that needs to be enabled so this can go on. And then any vehicle that has hands-on wheel or that supports it in the script. So if you don't know what I mean, you can go ahead and enter like this vehicle for instance. And you can see that there's hands-on wheel right here. And you'll know that the vehicle does not support hands-on wheel if I were to go spawn in something like, let's say, a tiny car. So like it has interactive vehicle support, which you can open doors and hoods, if I could even do that. And then, but you can get in the car, you don't see it, your hands are on the wheel, just driving around. But with like cars that do support hands-on vehicle support, you can turn the wheel, you can just drive it, so it makes it more a little bit realistic here. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I mean. And probably now I'm just gonna hold still here for a second. You can see a list of add-ons that as far as I know do support hands-on wheel support and whatnot. So anyways, so when I first made the AI races tutorial, I did say in the video that like after the bot went into the vehicle, that his hands were missing. Oh, jeez. Sorry. So like he goes into the car and his hands are missing, as demonstrated right now. Like you can go into the car here and you see that his hands are missing. And I did say that I don't know what the problem is, but maybe a message to the mod makers that they should fix it somehow. There's probably a code on the forums that did fix this problem, but you don't there's actually a way just to not use the code if there is one. Instead, you can use events to actually show the hands on wheel, like hands on the steering wheel as he gets into the car. And so there is now a fix to that, as demonstrated by this blockhead. So when I click him and he gets in the car, you can see that his hands are actually on the steering wheel. And this also does work with hooks, and I can prove that here in just a minute. So let me just actually first go ahead and push the button, and you can see that like when he drives around, it actually moves it with the steering wheel as it normally is with the steering animations. His hands may twitch, but that's actually just how the coding works with the pathfinding of the bricks. And then so when he gets back to his spawn, he will dismount, and yeah. So the only difference here, just going to the first spot here, you can see that like he'll spawn and then his power will be off, and then when he's activated he'll jump inside the vehicle and then you don't see his hands. But the only difference is when I go to this blockheads events, this event right here on line 2 right here on bot activated bot set appearance blockhead, and there's a delay there, and I'll explain that in a minute as well. And then also there was another one like on bot reach break, bot dismount, and then on bot reach break, bot set appearance blockhead again. Now let me go ahead and disable that event and then respawn this vortex here, and then click it and then start that up, and it's gonna take like 2 seconds. So he'll take off, of course, and just drive the little mini route here. That's pretty much taken from the knowledge of the AI research tutorial. And so he'll come back to spawn, and then you can see as he dismounts, his hands are missing. So that's why that third that third or this event right here. That's why that's here, so that way you can see his hands after he's done. So anyways, for the real part here, so this is like where the required downs come in. So what you want to do is go ahead and go to events of the blockhead you want to have hands on wheel, like this guy does in here, poor fella. So you go to events, and so because I have it for bot activated, so like when you go ahead and when you click it, he'll jump into the vehicle. So like it's on your command, but you can also do on bot spawn, and then he'll jump in instantly. But I'm gonna just do bot activated for now. So go ahead and do on bot activated, bot, and set appearance, blockhead. Hit send. You can go ahead and click him. He already has his appearance, but the problem is that his hands are still not shown on the vehicle. To fix this, go ahead and go back to the events and set a delay on the set appearance event line 2. Delays may vary, and if you don't know how much it measures, like if I were to put in 500, it measures milliseconds. So if I put 500 here, that means it pretty much measures like 1/2 of a second. But if I were to put in 1000, that actually equals to 1 second. So I'll do that and then hit send, activate it again, and then as you can see, like his hands are already there. You can also like probably notice that like if you set to a high delay, in this case maybe 5 seconds or 5,000 milliseconds, go ahead and click him, his hands don't show at all yet. But if you wait this specific amount of time, they pop up just like that. So you can do that, or you can be as very precise as you can. So 1 second actually does it here, but remember, delay times may vary. And then as I mentioned over there, like when he dismounts, his hands disappear. When his hands disappear, what you can do again is you can go to events and then, or like do any. Actually, no. That does. Hold on. Let me just go over here to demonstrate. So when he reaches the break, or whatever the input event is, so like when the vehicle dies, when he gets to a break, when he gets shot in the face or by any weapon or damaged or whatnot. So you'll get that input event, get the targeted bot, and then you would set the appearance again by the blockhead, and then just hit send, and then his hands should show up. And this can also work for custom avatars too. So let me go ahead and change it to this grayscale blockhead scheme I have here, and then go back to events, and just so it has the appearance on start, go ahead and do on bot spawn, bot set appearance, and then custom. And then you can change you want to click the output event here and hit set appearance, so the values here can pretty much like empty, if you know what I mean. So the values can be reset, and then this will work. So it hits send, and here's the bot, and then you can go ahead and hit send, and then there's his hands and his hooks, as I mentioned before. And yeah, I think that might just be it. Or you can, this could, oh yeah, there's another last thing. This can also work like with random appearances too. Well, actually no, that probably can't work with random appearances because it changes the random appearance every time, and let me actually make sure my claim is right. So let me hit random appearance city and then set random appearance city. So yeah, he'll spawn like that, and then when he gets in, he'll change. So sure, you get his hands, but you won't get the same avatar. So this is pretty much what you want to use, set appearance, and then whatever one you want to use. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the end of this concept here. Just go ahead, if you thought this tutorial was very useful to you and you found this fix to be pleasant, be sure to like it. And if you have any problems or you're a little bit confused like on this video, just go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I'll do my best to answer your conflicts. And if you want to see any more tutorials or any other videos in general, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But anyways, I have been Nighthawk, and I will see you guys later.